Grumpy old man.
Hi, hello everybody, yay! I'm Mark, sorry. He's Mark, I'm Peter, and today we're going to talk about Ozzy Osbourne, yes! Okay, well, what is there to say about this guy? He just passed away, that's really sad. But he was incredibly ill. I just saw last night the documentary about his last 2 years. He didn't look that great, and it was a surprise. He passed away, but on the other hand, it wasn't. He couldn't hardly walk, so. And that's why he did that last show, of course, sitting down. But but we can at least talk about his legacy on his own, because Black Sabbath will be another episode, and then we do 6-7 parts, I think, because there's so much to tell. But let's start. Okay, Ozzy Osbourne was the singer, just in case you don't know, was the singer in Black Sabbath, and he was thrown out because he wasn't into the stuff anymore. They were recording new tracks, Black Sabbath, which later on became Heaven and Hell, and but he wasn't interested, and Bill Ward had the great task to tell Ozzy he was out of the band, and that happened. So he was out. His wife, Sharon Osbourne. I don't think it's the most lovable person in the world, but
you don't know, Pete. Maybe at home.
Maybe at home, yeah, right. But she did manage to get Ozzy out of his sleep, so to say, and started to let him form a new band, which became Blizzard of Ozz. Blizzard of Ozz was, of course, Randy Rhoads. They found Randy Rhoads as guitar player, Bob Daisley on bass, and Lee Kerslake on drums. Randy Rhoads was a guy I never heard of before, but he came out of Quiet Riot, and if I listen to Quiet Riot, different, yeah, and I think he also bloomed or blossomed in that Blizzard of Ozz band. So let's see that first album. Do you have the first album?
Yeah, not
on CD.
On
yeah, right.
CD.
Yeah, right. So they made this album. This is a re-release, Blizzard of Ozz, and I was blown away when I heard this one. I thought I couldn't believe, first of all, that Black Sabbath turned into a totally different beast, and Ozzy also did something revolutionary. So it just went a totally different way, and I was really blown away by this album. It sounds really good, and the songs are also incredible. Yeah, that's about what can I say more about
your intro?
That's
your humble intro. No, we were planning already to do an episode about Ozzy. I think our first filming was about Ozzy, passing away, and then it didn't feel right at that time to do Ozzy. So now here we are. I also tried to watch that documentary about the last 2-3 years in England. I couldn't watch it. for me it's also too private. I like the guy to watch when he was performing or backstage material, but now this I just couldn't watch it. Anyway, yeah, of course it was for us all a surprise where he came with kind of music. I can't remember which I had first. I think I had this live EP first, and maybe I had the studio album, Blister Voss, taped from you on a cassette.
Okay.
So I first had to get used to the studio album, because this is such a great performance live. I thought Lee Kerslake, of course I know him from Uriah Heep, so that live album, I played it over and over. But I think this is the dream lineup. This was the dream lineup. Yeah, Randy Rhoads. It was unbelievable. Also, I remember put on that song Suicide Solution, and I know always in the outro, I didn't have a headphone on that time, later I had, but I listened close to the speakers, because in the outro, when it's the fade out, you hear him still playing all those crazy things. Man, what a great guitar player. And of course Bob Daisley, and I later discovered that Bob Daisley also did a lot of lyrics, huh?
He wrote
and
all
wrote,
yeah.
So.
But also when he was out of, when he was tossed out of the band, he did write lyrics for another.
So loyal.
Loyal.
Yeah.
He was
Loyal guy, man.
Yeah.
Thrown out and still coming back and doing all the stuff. Anyway, now later the LP, the CD. Some great songs on it.
Great EP. You know that You Said It All isn't live. Well, it is. It was live recorded, but it was recorded without an audience.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
During a sound check before they. Yeah, and they never. But it's supposed to be on Diary of a Madman, but Randy said, "Well, I have better material later around," and so. It was.
And I read something about that they put extra that song, You Said It All. I read something like they composed it quickly while Ozzy was sleeping under the drum riser or something.
Yeah,
huh?
but that's really what I know with all the songs.
Yeah, he was always sleeping under the drum riser, and they. Yeah.
He had a great sleep during the recording. Yeah, what I know is Ozzy didn't write lyrics, but he was always very good in producing those really memorable Ozzy tonal things. The way he sang it, his lines were.
Now I had that especially. That you mention it with a song like Goodbye to Romance. It's almost like Beatlesque for me. It's such a great.
He was a really great Beatle fan.
Yeah, he was, huh? Yeah.
That was the first thing he said. I want to be a Beatle.
Yeah. So you hear that really with the vocals. Great line, huh? Being the king, being the clown. Oh, I love that line. And you have also, of course, Randy then playing acoustic, man. He also plays acoustic so very well. And that song, what's called D or something. D. Yeah. Wow, what a great song. And for me, the outstanding numbers are Revelation and Steal Away.
Yeah.
And it's almost for me, it's like one song.
Yeah.
Because it's his epos. It's almost proggy. I think so much changes, and the rhythm guitar. It's not only the solo, but the rhythm guitar especially in Steal Away. Jesus, it's so groovy and good.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't think of a bad song on this album.
No. No.
Crazy Train, of course, that's
Yeah.
the big hit.
And you know, we almost
We almost saw him. We almost saw him live.
still have the ticket. It was a lineup with Saxon, Ozzy Osbourne and Hawkwind.
Yeah.
And guess who didn't play? Ozzy and Hawkwind.
Hawkwind, yeah, right.
And it was our only and last chance to see Randy Rhoads.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So, man.
Yeah, it's too bad that it.
Of course, we saw him later.
Yeah. We did see him on his No More tours.
Paradiso.
In Paradiso, right.
Do you know the lineup from which was the drummer? Was that Italian name guy?
I looked it up not too long ago, but I don't know. I can't remember.
Now you can put it
Yeah.
underneath us what the line, because what a show that was. I remember especially it was a hot day or not, I don't know, but Ozzy didn't care, and the buckets of water.
Oh yeah, right.
And I was feeling pity for the crew member, because the stage from Paradiso you have to go on the stairs. So every time they have to bring from downstairs the buckets of water, and up then. What a great live show it was.
Yeah, I know we had tears in our eyes.
Yeah.
I can remember.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's continue. Then
Yeah.
after the first album, he produced this one, Diary of a Madman. Well, it's a continuation of the first album, really. What can I say? Over the Mountain, Flying High Again. Believer. For the bass line. Also, the same lineup as the first album, Liquor's Lake.
Oh wow.
And I forget the name of the bass player.
Rudy Sars?
No.
Nee. Bob Daisley?
Bob Daisley, right? Bob Daisley.
I will help you always,
Yeah,
darling.
thank you.
Wasn't it the story with the first one that they later did it with another rhythm section?
Yeah, but that is very later on.
But with the drummer from
Fate No More.
Fate No More.
Yeah.
And
Robert Trujillo on bass.
Okay.
Yeah. But the big shame, of course, is the fact that on this album it says Rudy Sarzo and Tommy Aldridge on drums, but in fact they didn't play on this album at all.
Aren't they even on the photo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I saw it.
But just before this was released, Bob Daisley and Liquor's Lake were told they were out of the band. That was, that's too bad, but it happened. But a great album, a really, really, really great album. What can I say about that? And then they...
Then Pete.
And then they came up with this one. Bark at the Moon. And this is with a different guitar player because tragically Randy Rhoads died in a plane accident, and the band had to keep on going. Sharon thought it was the best for Ozzy to keep going, so they hired Bernie Tormé on guitar.
Oh wow! Now great player.
Great player, but he couldn't cope with all the pressure and the difficult parts he had to play.
Gillen?
He was the guitar player from Gillen. Yeah, right. And then they switched to Brad Gillis. Oh, I forgot something. They switched to Brad Gillis, and then this album came out. Speak of the Devil, and there is also a DVD of that one. And that's, well, this is something different because this album is only Black Sabbath songs. it was rumored this album was recorded to get out of their record contract, and they did shows before that. And there is this DVD from Irvine Meadows with Brad Gillis on guitar. It's also very nice to watch.
Great guitar player,
Great
from
guitar
Night
player.
Ranger.
Night Ranger, right.
That solo from that song, don't tell me you love me.
Yeah.
Wow. Has that trick with his tremolo.
With the tremolo,
So.
Great guitar player.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was ahead a little bit, and then they came with Bark at the Moon, and that's with Jakey Lee. A different guitar player because Brad Gillis went back to Night Ranger, and they had no lyrics, so they asked our friend Bob Daisley, and he generously wrote all the lyrics for Bark at the Moon. And when they started playing with a different bass player, because Rudy Sarzo was fed up at one point, they had a bass player in between, but then came that enormously large festival, US Festival, and the bass player was gone, and it was only 4 days before. So they called Bob Daisley, and he came back and did the whole show.
Well, I remember reading his biography.
Yeah,
I think it's one of the best biographies I've read. Jeez, but how many times he was in and out of the band, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And still keep coming back. And but I think Bark the Moon is great song anyway. The single starts so good with that guitar.
Also a very good guitar player, but in his own right.
Yeah.
Right, and then they came with tribute. That is where they went back with the old tapes from Randy, and they put out this album. And the nice part is that there are 2 songs which are also from the same session as the EP. That's also, of course, those 2 songs are with the original lineup, and the rest is with Rudy Sarzo and Tommy Aldridge.
Okay.
And I had some sort of bootleg DVD. That's the lineup with Jake. Bark at the Moon tour.
Carmen Eppes?
Yeah, Carmen Eppes did play for a while in the band.
Drummer from Rod Stewart.
But I did also play in Cactus. That was a heavy band, and some other thing. And he left for medical reasons. They got sick of him.
And we have to also mention from all albums, maybe almost. Don Airey,
Don Airey,
great keyboard player. Also. Now playing in Deep Purple, maybe?
Playing in Deep Purple, yes.
Yeah. So you see.
I
know my history.
Yes.
Their history. Yes.
And then you went out of.
I've got this one. You taped. You recorded from all the 12 inches.
This 12 inch. Yeah. Okay.
Nah.
Nice. But that's bootleg.
Illegal.
Yeah, illegal content.
FBI. Hands against the wall, spread your legs. Yeah, okay.
Why isn't there more? Well, I do have all the albums after it, but they are on a hard disk.
Show your hard disk. You see why it's rubbish, hard disk?
I don't have
nothing.
I don't have the physical copies of it. So I know what went further, because after that they made No Rest for the Wicked, which is also a great album, but that's with, again, a different guitar player. That's with Zakk Wylde.
Zakk Wylde, eh?
This is also with Zakk Wylde, by the way. Budokan, and I also got a couple of this is a documentary, Don't Blame Me, and this one, God Bless Ozzy, and also this one, that's really nice because this is a CD, oh no, 2 DVDs, and one is with all the music videos and the other one is with some performances. Very nice. And after No Rest for the Wicked, they came on with No More Tears, which is also a great album, I think, and that was also with 2 songs written by Lemmy, I believe, who earned more money with those 2 songs as with the whole Motorhead catalog.
Really?
Yeah. But after that, I must say, I also thought, well, nice, but not for me. They are nice records, but Ozzy did make an album. The last album he made was with all big stars, Jeff Beck and Tony Iommi, and a lot of other guitar players on it. Great, of course, but no. It doesn't make the impact it had with those first 4 or 5 albums.
Did he play in between also again sometimes with Black Sabbath?
Yeah, right. He went back with Sabbath in the end of the 90s, beginning 2000s, and they were planning to do a restart or something, and they also did made the reunion album, and that was also with 2 studio tracks, but one of the studio tracks isn't Bill Ward on because he couldn't play the track, and that fell apart. They went ahead with Heaven and Hell. He did his solo stuff, and beginning 2010 or 2012, I think, they did the 13 album with Black Sabbath, and they did a couple of shows. I did see Sabbath in that tour, the 13 tour. With Ozzy.
With Ozzy, oh
yeah,
wow.
Right.
Where?
In the Ziggo Dome.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Which wasn't filled. No, I don't know, but it wasn't full. It wasn't sold out. But and I had the idea he had to catch a train or something because he was running in front of the beach, you know. He came in too early and he just kept on coming in too early. Dus,
maybe he wants to grab a bite or something. But no, that's what I read also with that. Those meetings with record companies. After 5 minutes, he was already looking out of the window and then said, "Well, shall we get something to eat or something, guys?" But okay, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
There isn't more to tell.
There isn't more to tell.
Oh,
well, you told her. No, I told you. No. Oh, I lost them.
And book-wise, of course, I had
the Ozzy bio.
The I Am Ozzy biography, and I had this one. This one is way earlier. I don't know exactly when. No, I don't know. Earlier. And of course, the Sharon Osbourne. I even have that biography. Wow. And I gave it to my mother to read. And she said, "No, I don't want to read that." And okay. Also interesting, but again, not the most lovable person in the world. But at home, she is. I heard from.
She is, and of course she
from
did
a good source.
No, she has to deal with Ozzy. Eh?
Yeah.
That's big task, and she was also, of course, managing the stuff, and that was also sometimes sometimes not so nice. Like with Lee Kerslake, all this trouble with paying him, and after 20,000 trials, and I don't know, he finally got a golden record sent up or something.
Yeah, when he was on his deathbed. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that is you
Yeah.
can't understand it.
No. No.
But okay, it happens.
It happens. Yeah,
It happens.
Right. Okay. Well,
Wow.
I think
Yeah. You're empty. We're gonna have a lie down.
gonna have a good sleep under the drum riser. I heard that's a great place to be.
Yes.
Okay, and now let's go through the albums and other stuff which you just saw in this video. And there you have it. I like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all again in the next one. Maybe we can talk about, well, anything really. Just watch it.
Yeah.
And until next time.
Yeah. I also say goodbye,
Yes.
and I see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It was wonderful. Bravo!
I love that.
Yeah, it was great.
It was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
We're doomed.
We're dead already.